I'm talking and nobody can hear me because everything was muted. Hi everyone, welcome to the Stalwart Initiative. Sorry, we just now got everything set up. Looks so wonderful. Awesome players look wonderful. Oh, it's just all wonderful. Damn it, I can't help it. Um, Hello everyone, welcome to our community campaign, the Dark Tides of Bilgewater, and this is a module that it was released or is released in D&D Beyond for free for anyone to try out, and it is a pirate themed crossover event with Riot Games. Riot Games made League of Legends, one of the still how many years later? Like 11 years later, one of the top 7 most popular games in the world. That's saying something. So it's great, and the lore there is rich. So this is particularly for their newer game, their card game, their Hearthstone-esque game, Legends of Runeterra, but a lot of the themes and stuff still hold true because it's the same world. And I'm very excited because not only am I excited for the setting, but I'm excited because I have very fantastic people that I've had a wonderful pleasure playing with before, and we're yanking them out of the community, and yeah, they agreed to be subjects in this strange, scurvy-filled adventure. Hopefully nobody gets scurvy. Sorry if you do, I'll give you an orange. So yeah, well, let's go around and meet everybody before we start the campaign. Let's slide on down to Cleric. Cleric, you're playing Bonnie today. Can you introduce us to
Yes.
yourself and Bonnie, please?
I'm Kat. I'm a clerk of court. Bonnie is a human, and she is a true Bonnie lass with her long red curly hair and green eyes and generous curves. And she is all about having the fun and, a good tavern ball, kissing all the boys and the girls, and running up that tab is perfect evening for her. Oh, she also has a gun that it's not quite a rifle, it's not quite a shotgun, but she calls it the little lady. And the little lady goes with her wherever she goes.
Awesome. Bonnie and her little lady companion. The Bonnie will be one of the new fighter subclasses. Each player has chosen one of the new subclasses from D&D Beyond from the source material here, and Bonnie is a renegade fighter with just saying it's little lady is more like a sniper rifle.
Yeah, it's a long gun. It's got different qualities. It's got two barrels. It can fire it can fire like a shotgun, buckshot, or it can do single um, bullets as well. So it's an interesting combination. I will say I was looking at the other gunfighter class that Matt Mercer did, for the Critical Role campaign, and there's some similarities and there's some differences. I like some of the options they put in with with the Renegade for fighter, and I like the way they matched it up. It gives you some nice options, and 2d10 is a lot of damage
Yes, that's a lot of damage.
per shot.
Yeah, so it will hopefully you'll be laying down the hurt from
One more
afar.
thing,
Sure, good.
I was going to say one thing, real quick thing about this. One of the things I also liked about this that was attractive to it is it's a Dex Charisma base for a fighter. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's a build you don't get to do.
they had the swashbuckler rogue, but nobody else has really been able. No martial classes have been able to quite get the lovin' from that charisma that the rogue got. And speaking of rogues that are getting quite the lovin' from charisma, let's slide on over to Ian. Ian, can you introduce yourself and Tannen to us, please? And like Kat did, a description of how you're going with this subclass.
Right. So I'm Ian. You can find me at a friend to sell on Discord. I've been welcomed into this wonderful community of role play and D&D one shots. I've loved every minute of it. I played League when it first came out. I jumped from I think it was Champions of New Earth for those who are like super old. Um, to League. Uh, and once I heard that they were going to do this particular setting in this particular part of Runeterra, I knew I had to be on this one shot because I am a big fan of pirates and piratical adventures. So my character, his name is Tannen. He is a kind of career pirate slash gambling man. He's made a lot of interesting friends and enemies by uh, not quite knowing how to keep his hands out of people's purses, and not quite knowing when to kind of just put a lid on it and not press his luck. Part of that comes from he is just completely enamored with the thrill of playing dice, playing card games, of pushing his luck. And for that, I picked the wild card, I believe it's called. The roguish archetype, the wild card, which is based on Twist of Fate, right?
Yep.
From League. I really like this subclass because it, aside from trying to be like Twist of Fate in D&D, the ability that I'm using today, loaded dice, which they get at level third along at third level with their other abilities, it does something I think that no other class, correct me if I'm wrong, really does in the game, in that it allows you to generate dice that you can then use to manipulate dice, right? So I think that's a very interesting mechanic of just something in the game being able to affect something out of the game in kind of a very big way. So I'm interested to see how this kind of rogue plays out. And Tannen is, by lore in LoL, he's human with some magic stuff added to him. In D&D terms, he's a hobgoblin, rogue, and yeah, I'm excited to play with everybody again.
Awesome. Yeah, and as far as races and stuff, we're still sticking. This is still D&D, so we're going to initiate this Runeterra with some of our D&D races. Some of them will be NPCs in the world, and obviously with hobgoblins and orcs and stuff. And everybody's welcome here. So we're not, this is a smushing of the two worlds, and we will have whatever we want from our D&D in it. And especially having not only whatever we want, but who we want. And a person that we'd like to drag into the smushing of universes is the very formidable and powerful Jillian of Midgard. Jill, can you introduce us to yourself and to Bryony?
Hey, I do love to smush. Take that how you will.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Jillian. Jillian of Midgard, most places on the internet. Jill of Midgard on Twitter. I'll be playing Bryony today. She is a half-orc barbarian, and she's got the... help me out, I forgot the name of my subclass. I forgot to write it down.
Path of the Depths Barbarian.
Yes, Path of the Depths. I wrote everything else down, though that's key element. So, if there's a new barbarian subclass, I'm there to play it because I love me a barbarian. So here I am, and we'll see how it goes. Bryony is a big, beefy girl, and she has kind of a forgetful attitude, but it's kind of like Express Ray 1,000-yard stare, where she just wanders off, and like her mind is leagues under the sea with the terrors that lie beneath. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, she's excited to flex her muscles today in this new world. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited.
Bonnie is swooning already.
Yeah. 6'3" mop of that crunchy hair you get when you get to the ocean, just kind of flows out. And maybe she keeps her boobs in, maybe she doesn't. We'll see how it goes.
Sick.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
she
my
and Bonnie.
motto. Yeah.
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 Whoops.
Pirate winches, right?
Yeah. Pirate campaign, nothing. Yeah. You can't hold these ladies down or back or in certain
Or in.
cases.
Nope.
Unless they ask you to, which they just might.
Yeah.
So you never know. And you're in my mind, you're synonymous with powerful barbarian, like, or warlock. I mean, you did a great job with. We just got done doing a campaign where you were a warlock, but at the same time, it still had that primal, primal prowess, that power, and she was still scary as shit. So I figured this. Yeah, so I figured this was perfect for you. Okay, let us dive in to the campaign. The party has been informed of some of the basic information, or the players rather have been informed of some of the basic information. They have been members of a pirate crew upon the ship, the Squall Carver, captained by none other than Captain Carver, who is, known around, at least from what all of you heard, as being kind of a doof. But he gets the mediocre jobs done, and there's a steady flow of them. So it's like he seems to have good contacts. Maybe he's somebody's dumb little brother, and they're just feeding him contacts, whatever. But he seems to get these small jobs, and he gets them done, and you get paid, even though it's not riches. It's still a steady paycheck, and he's taking care of you. Though word lately is that Captain Carver has really been delving into stealing the crew's share, or a lot of the crew's share, including your own, all your shares, and has been keeping a lot extra money. Pirate captains, they tend to skim off the top anyway, but he seems to be going, elbow deep down into the pot. And some of the crew's been talking. They're not really happy about it. But other than that, it's just kind of a point of contention for you as a crew. Well, that's not a big issue. We're back to Bilgewater. You've been here several times before. Bonnie has a tab in almost every freaking bar in the city, and we're getting ready to have a few day layover in Bilgewater as Captain Carver meets with his contact, because there's nice, great contacts of his. Supposed to meet with a super important contact that's got to give you a mission that is going to make you all filthy rich, just like the many other ones that never did. But yeah, so all of you are disembarking. As you get here, you're disembarking from the Squall Carver, and you've kind of had a tag along. You've kind of had a tag along with you for the last week or so, a little over a week. There is a yordle, and for those of you who don't know what yordles are, they're the size of gnomes and halflings, but yordles can vary from looking like a halfling or a gnome with bluish type skin to furry creatures that look like a mix between a gnome and a mogwai and Sonic the Hedgehog. It's all really weird shit as far as halflings go, but they vary a lot. And this halfling named Rumble has been following you, or has been part of the ship for the little over a week now. He has been a passenger that he's paid Carver to deliver him and some cargo to the city of Piltover. Well, Carver has to stop here at Bilgewater, and so Rumble's tagging along with you three because he's pretty much scared to death of the rest of the crew and just sea life in general. He's no pirate. He's a nerdy little blue furry guy, and I'll put a picture of Rumble up in where are we at here? There we go. That's kind of what Rumble looks like. Just a little mischievous, smart little furry guy, and he has been trying to pal around with the three of you and taking some hints on how to be a pirate. He's pretending to be a pirate because he knows this city is dangerous, and Bilgewater is very dangerous, and there's really not very many yordles here, if any. I mean, I'm sure there are a couple, but you don't see them out, and they usually get taken advantage of because they're tiny and cute and cuddly and stuff. But he's pretending to be a pirate, and I think it was it Bonnie? Did you say you were trying to turn him into your little drinking buddy? I think.
Yeah, I mean that's an important part of being a pirate is learning how to drink rum, and so she's talked Jordal into going with her to, I think it's we're heading over to the Brazen Hydra because it's been a few months since she's been there, so they've probably forgotten about her tab, maybe a little bit. But yeah, so she's like, come on, Rumble, we're gonna go do some drinking. Can teach you how to drink rum. Very important part of being a pirate. That and going, arr.
I can't wait for him to say "r," but we'll put that in the present tense because okay, so you guys are going to be going to the Brazen Hydra. That is going to be your first mission, is to try to, while this layover is happening, try to teach Rumble how to drink in a fine establishment like that. There's a snafu. When you three and Rumble disembark the Squall Carver as it's pulled into port here at Bilgewater, you walk off the gangplank and you well, not the gangplank, but yeah, the gangplank. You walk off the gangplank and you go down onto the dock. You hear a and you look up and you see standing at the very edge of at the edge of the ship is Captain Carver. Looks a little tense. And you see Captain Carver go limp and fall down over the side of the ship into the water. And you see standing there where he was is the first mate Dongo, a Goliath, large Goliath, dark-skinned Goliath man with a cutlass in his hand, and he's standing there. He has stabbed Carver in the back and pushed him overboard. They pull up the gangplank. Him and the remainder of the crew all abandon you four here in Bilgewater, and they take off. There are a couple.
I wave because I have no idea. Hi.
Yeah,
Bonnie gives him the one finger salute, and then is going in after the body to see if because it sure doesn't look like they took his coin purse after they killed him. So she's jumping in to go see if they left any of his coin on him.
Very, very good. Okay,
Cannon does kind of a double take. He goes, "Oi! My stuff! Come back!" And then looks at Bonnie jump in and goes, and is kind of at a loss of words of what's going on right now.
Okay. As they pull away, you Bonnie dives in and is trying to salvage, the dear captain. He's surely dead.
No, not the captain. She's trying to salvage his stuff.
Yeah.
She wants to see if his coin purse is on him. Yeah.
But from the outside, it looks like, oh, she's diving in to save him. Not so much. So speaking of coin purses, that brings us to something I'd like to interject in here, is that I'd like you all to roll 5d20s, please. Speaking of that, since we're using D&D Beyond and I don't have D&D Beyond stuff, we're going to use actual dice, if I have mine here.
Okay, I'm really
assuming
happy.
You want us to add together the 5d20s?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let's start with a nat 20.
Ooh, Bonnie at some gold.
Okay. So let me get some dice here. Yeah. There we go. So you'll roll those 5d20s. Kat, you can roll 7 d20s because you have pilfered the captain's coin purse, and we'll see how much he had on him at that time. As Bonnie dives into the water, you guys are all calculating your money. I'll just do some more passive stuff because this is all kind of in the past tense. All right, so this is setting the scene on you entering Bilgewater, but our actual adventure is going to take place a little after this. But as part of explaining this past tense, Rumble gets distraught as the Squall Carver pulls away from the port and leaves. His cargo was very precious to him. He's very close-lipped about what it is, but he's very upset and almost looks as though he lost a family member as distraught as he is over losing the cargo on the ship. But we'll leave that as it is. Maybe people try to cheer him up over the next few days. Maybe they don't. Although he's far more receptive to Bonnie's offer of teaching him how to drink now because he's upset. This was a few days ago. So your layover in Bilgewater was only supposed to be 2 or 3 days. That's it. And you're back out on the seas for this big mission and making money again. A few days later, I don't know how much. Let's see, Bryony, how much money did you roll?
56.
56 gold pieces. Tannen, you are muted, brother.
64. Sorry.
64, and Bonnie.
Bonnie had 75, and then she took another 26 off the captain, so she has 101 gold.
Ooh, okay. Good. Not enough to pay all those tabs, but it's a good start.
It's enough to let them get, so that they'll let her keep drinking.
Yeah. That's right. Enough to pay off, just enough for now. Okay. So a few days later, your money's holding up, right? This is not like it cost a horrendous amount to live, depending on how you want to spend your money or gamble it. Some of you, but you can tell that long-term money is going to run low. You're not on anybody's crew anymore. There doesn't seem to be anything openly going on that's in your wheelhouse. The bartender of the Brazen Hydra comes to you a couple days later in mid-afternoon and say that all three of you are in the Brazen Hydra at this point, either getting something to eat, playing some afternoon games of chance, or grabbing a few pints. But you all have meet back up here pretty much daily. The Brazen Hydra is in Rat Town, which is like the lower part of the lower and poorer part of Bilgewater, and it's on Fleet Street, which is the most populated and action-packed part of Rat Town. But you're in the Brazen Hydra when the owner of the Brazen Hydra, Horvin Beck, comes to you, an older gentleman. He looks like he was pretty rough and tumble in his day. He's probably in his early 70s now, though he looks like he could take a lot of the workers here. Probably not any really apt fighters, but he still looks like he's got some fight left in him. So Orvin comes over to your table, and there's normal ruckus day in and day out in these establishments. It's a pirate city, but he comes over to you and he asks you to help him with a problem. Your regulars here, especially Bonnie. He's asking all of you to help him with a problem. There are these two Ironsides, and Ironsides, think of turtles on roids with not only armored shells but armored skin. They're very, very large, and like I should say Toka and Slash, if anybody knows Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah.
They're just huge turtle creatures that are really hard to penetrate, and they're really big. But he says there's a pair of them that have been causing him problems. He's got to pay all of you and like put you up, give you some free food, some free booze, and Bonnie, he'll forgive some of your debt, or forgive some of your tab if you just help. Just get them out of here. Don't kill them. Just get them out of here, because they are paying customers, but they come in here and they wreck the place. They always start fights, and so they just need put in their place. They're really starting to run amok in here. So they show up not. Oh, go ahead, dear.
Bonnie's gonna look at him and say, "Can I start the fight if I finish it?"
I want you to start no, wait, I fight outside. I don't want you to fight in here, please. This is my establishment. Please don't fight in here. That's kind of what I'm trying to...
Just one punch.
Yes. Punch them outside. Like, hit them so hard they leave.
Okay. And she stands up, cracks her knuckles, starts stretching. Ugh.
Okay. And as you do, a few minutes later, I'm trying to slide into slide into the intro. So as you do, a few minutes later, you begin your negotiations, Bonnie's form of negotiations or anybody's form of negotiations, to get these Ironsides out of the Brazen Hydra. And as you begin your...
Brazen Hydra's down the road.
Yes. Yeah, man. So
It'll be blazing soon enough.
the initial attempt at trying to persuade these creatures to leave did not work. And so where my blabbing narrative ends and our adventure truly begins is all of you spread out in the Brazen Hydra, and you're in the middle of an altercation with these Ironsides, these two large creatures, somewhat dumb, but apt warriors or ample warriors, and they are throwing chairs across the room. We're gonna leave the details for you to fill in if you'd like on how you tried to start negotiations, but they are pissed and they are trashing this place. Horvin is behind the bar, swearing and cursing, and the three of you are spread out here in the bar, and a battle has ensued between the three of you and these two Ironsides. Rumble's nowhere to be found. Rumble has been intermittently disappearing for hours at a time. Don't know where he's at right now. He just seems to wander off and then come back and then wander off. So let us start this adventure with a dab of initiative. As a table, not a chair, a table comes flying past your head, Tannen, and into the bar itself. Smashes into the bar and breaks into splinters with a loud crash. And combat music? Yes, sir. May I have another?
Well, I get to roll with initiative, and my highest roll was 7.
7?
Natural 20 for a total of 29.
Ah.
I got 12, so 8 plus 4.
Okay, so 12, 29. Wow. All right, let me roll for these two.
My dice apparently like me tonight, or they like Bonnie. One of the two.
We're gonna call one of these. They might have had names in there, but we're gonna call one of these Ironsides Connor and the other one McGregor. So Connor
McGregor.
is 4. Okay. So 4, 8.
You guys have noticed by now that whenever Bridie gets a glimpse of the ocean out the window, like she gets this like 1,000-yard stare and she kind of like forgets things. But then when she sees Bonnie's face, it usually like snaps her back into things. Tannen's face. These people she recognized and kind of brings her back into herself. So right now she's kind of like zoned out, looking out the window as this ruckus is happening.
Oh, that's good.
Tannen's been around the block a few times. I think he might be the oldest of the group. He's 44. So he's been on the sea for a while. So he sees that Bryony is kind of out of it, and has been keeping an eye on her up until the fight starts. He's a little pissed that the fighting is now starting because he had a really good hand when he was betting some people, gambling, and just before the table flew past him, he says, "You either stay here and play, or I get your coin purse." And the table kind of just cut his threat short as people scattered. So he wants his money.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, as the bystanders scatter, no one really looks equipped to deal with this situation other than all of you. And yeah, it might have just cost you an easy score. We'll see. Oh, let me get Rumble. Sorry, Rumble. There we go. Disappear that off the screen. Let's do it. First up, we have obviously Bonnie with the 29. So Bonnie, you're ducked behind a turned over table for cover. Another table of equal size flies right past Tannen's head and smashes off the bar. you hear the Ironsides towards the other end of the bar swearing and cursing and talking to each other. And what would you like to do?
Bonnie is going to stand up, kind of just do the loosen those up, flex, stretch out the leather bracers a little bit, reach down, snap a leg off the table, and she is going to chuck it at the closest Ironside at their head. She is a tavern brawler feat, so she is proficient with improvised weapons.
Nice. Very nice. Okay. Very good choice, then. Okay. Go ahead and make your attack. What are these things?
All right. That's a 22 to hit.
Okay. Wow. 22 hits.
Uh-huh. And what kind of damage do you want me to do with that? D6?
It all depends on what does your feat give you.
The only thing it gives you is the D4 for unarmed strikes.
Okay.
And you're proficient with improvised weapons.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah,
So it
we'll
would
say
be
D6 like a club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So that's 9 bludgeoning. And because she's a fighter, she's going to follow up behind it. She tosses it, distracts him, and is closing in on him. And as soon as it clocks him and he's reeling from it, she comes in and just throws a punch.
Ooh. Okay, so 9.
That's probably not gonna hit. Does a 14 hit him?
No. You come in with a punch and you smack the side of his this creature's face, and are they considered large or are they? Hold on here. Let me see. Nope, they're still medium. Okay, so they're like 7 foot. They're 7 foot tall and they're probably 4 foot wide. And you reach up and you smash it in the face, and you they are like turtles, but their scales are just. They're like gator scales, but thicker. You smack it, and the Ironside turns back to you and opens its mouth, and you can see the large square teeth, and you can actually see the bones of a small fish kind of like stuck between the teeth, and it's just kind of wiggling out of its mouth. I hit you now too.
She looks up at him and she goes, "Now that I have your attention, darling, shall we dance?"
Uh-huh. It looks very confused at you, and then gets angry. What? No. And anything else for your turn?
Lost, big boy. No, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, you do see a piece of wood from your first attack, sticking out of his arm, like between 2 of the plates, jammed in there. He doesn't seem to have noticed it yet, but he definitely took damage from it. So yeah, the one that you just were fighting with, McGregor, he is going to. Yeah, I guess he's just going to do a slam attack against you, and he's just going to hold his hand up, and you see this big wide fist, probably the size of your head, come down like it's going to slam on you. It's surprising speed for as large and lumberous as this creature is. 17 plus 6, 23 to
Yes,
hit.
that will hit.
What is this? Okay, that's not too bad. So as the fist comes down and you go to dodge out of the way, you kind of misjudge the amount of reach that this creature has with his long, very knotted muscular arms for 2d6 plus 1, 2. 11 points of bludgeoning damage as his attack comes down and just catches you on like the shoulder. Luckily not your dominant shoulder, but catches you on the shoulder, and just the weight of it just throws you off balance a little bit as you're trying to dodge out of the way of the strike.
Oh, you like to play rough. This will be fun.
This is how I dance. This is how I dance with people.
And that is McGregor's turn. Now we're up to Tannen. You're up. You are muted.
Am I? Am I
Yep.
still muted?
Nope.
I heard you.
Wait. It's off and on.
Yep, I heard him.
You got there?
Okay.
I heard it right there. You may. Yep.
Let me just get closer then. Tannen is going to slowly get up from the table and take a dagger out from his belt, and at the iron side that Bonnie is fighting, he's just gonna whip the dagger toward it, try and get a sneak attack.
Oh, okay, sure. So you kind of slink around and you throw your dagger at McGregor.
I got a 17. Does that hit?
17. No. 17 would hit. 17 would hit, but he uses his reaction iron plating. The iron back adds 2 to its AC against one attack that would hit it. To do so, must be able to. Okay, yeah. To see the attacker.
So wait, I added wrong. I actually got 20 to hit. I get +4 to hit, +7 to hit, and +4 for damage. I did that backwards. Sorry.
Ooh. Oh no, that's okay. That's good then. Okay, yeah. 20 does hit.
So for damage, that's or I get the sneak attack, right?
Yeah, because Bonnie's right up against him, and you see him rising up again to bring down another smash at her.
So in total, I do 21 points of piercing damage.
Holy balls! Okay, so let's say he puts up his hand to bring down onto Bonnie. You throw your dagger, and it sticks right above his shell, but right at like the back of the neck, right before the skull starts. And he stops with his hand. He is frustratingly like trying to yank this dagger out of the back of his neck. Unfortunately, he's not very flexible, so he's having a difficult time doing so.
Yeah. Once I see that the dagger hit, Tannen is going to say, "What I just lost on this table, I'll be taken out of your hide."
Ooh.
And then he'll use his bonus action to what is it called? Apologies, I have very rarely played a rogue. Yeah, so talks big, and then Tannen is gonna try and do hide as his bonus action.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check as you slink back down into the tables and some of the stuff that you're able to hide behind across this room. Luckily, things are turned over, so it's not like a child hiding under a table that you can see easily. There are actual things to hide behind here, and pillars and stuff. And just let me know what your roll is then.
A whopping 13.
Oh, okay. Considering that that McGregor is dealing with a situation right now, Bonnie and the dagger in the back of his neck, 13 might be enough to, for him not to have known where you went. He doesn't seem to notice where you've ducked off to.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Bryony. So, Bryony, you see this brawl has started. And, yeah, you focus enough to at least see that your friends are here. And what would you like to do?
So, usually Bryony's sclera are black, her irises are gold. And so when she kind of looks over and sees there's a fight going on, Bonnie's up there in the mix already. She realizes that it might be time to join the fray. She starts to rage, and her golden irises disappear, and her eyes are just sharp black. And she'll run over. I'm assuming they're within 40 feet, yay?
Yes, yeah. This whole open area is about 50.
And
so, yeah.
she's like, change partners. And she takes her sword off her back. It's this big, weird looking, like organic, like bone almost looking thing that's sharpened. And she'll bring it down on the guy that's accosting her friend Bonnie.
Ooh.
So, and I'm going to go ahead and reckless attack for this first one.
Okay.
Oh, that was fairly bad. How about, yeah, I think we said this, a 17?
17 will hit because he has already used his reaction.
Ah, okay. So then we'll do some. So that will be 13 points of slashing damage for the first attack.
Okay. 13. Nice.
And then she'll kind of pull the sword back and go in again, try to hit the same spot.
We'll thematically play that out
That one's just a 14 to hit.
there. Okay. 14 does not quite do it. So you see that right when you get to him and you're yelling change partners, he's like, what do you mean? And as he's saying that, he manages to get the dagger out of the back of his neck and he's looking at it. You come down with your sword right on his arm that he's holding the dagger with, and he drops it. Ugh! As you cut his arm wide open, even through his plating, through all the thick plating, you cut through it and into the flesh, and blood begins to run down his arm, and he's ow! He is he's bleeding pretty profusely. He manages to turn his back to you for the second one, and your sword just kind of clinks off of the hardened shell. But yeah, he's favoring that arm now and not looking so great.
That'll be my turn.
Anything else? Okay. Did you go into a rage with that?
I did.
Okay.
Oh, actually, add 2 more points of damage because I was raging.
Okay. Okay, so that's 15 points of damage.
Take that.
Okay. Yes. Why are you so angry? Okay. Let's see here. She did smash down. I want to see something. Oh, I'm used to roll 20. I'm so used to rolling online that how is it that dice feel weird? That's not right. That's not right. It's not right. All right. So okay. As all of you are converging on McGregor, this creature, Tannen, the other creature, McGregor seems to have no idea where you went. Unfortunately, the Connor, the one standing towards the entrance of the room of the building itself, is standing there with his large, like, backpack harpoon thing, and it's almost like a side carrying purse of a harpoon, like a mini cannon fashioned with a harpoon on the end of it, and he does see where you go, and he spins his harpoon over and fires it in your direction. Wait, what's that? Okay, yeah. Actually, he has to take like 2 steps forward. He has to move 10 feet, then do it, so you're within range to it not be a long range thing. Okay. Ooh, 21. Yes.
All right. So I am going to use the wild cards loaded dice ability. So when a creature targets you with an attack, you can use your reaction to spend 1 die from the pool and subtract the numbered rolled from the attack. So I roll 1d6.
Ooh.
And I got a 1.
So that brings it down to 20. Okay. Going to assume 20 hits. You do see that you're gauging on fate. You see him wheel around in your direction, and you're like, okay, luck is on my side. I got this. As the harpoon is shot out of the cannon and comes flying in your direction, and it unfortunately, fate and the chair that you were hiding behind weren't quite enough to stop the metal harpoon as it bursts through the chair and into your leg. 2d6 plus 4. 3, 4, 7. 7 plus 4. 11 points of piercing damage. And if the target is large or smaller, you must succeed. I need you to make a strength. Oh, strength contest. Okay, so that means athletics. Okay, I need you to make an athletics check.
Oh, Lord.
Or be pulled up to 20. Yes, okay. Versus his athletics check. Athletics is only plus 4. Oh, that's not very good. 9.
Huh. 11.
Oh, nice. So, the Ironside smirks, and this one, you haven't really heard this one talk much yet. This one smirks a little bit, and he begins to yank. And as you have this harpoon pierced into your thigh, you feel him trying to yank you towards him and off your feet. You're able to quickly grab onto something heavy, and even though he's yanking hard, you manage to pull through and not get yanked towards the creature, though you still have the harpoon in your leg. And that's it. Just the damage. Because you out-toughed him. Okay. That's the end of the initiative order. Let's give Harvin a turn to cry and yell that his place is getting trashed. I thought you were going to fix them. Make them leave, please. You're all breaking everything. That's what Harvin will yell to all of you.
I haven't broken anything.
Maybe it's 'cause
I mean, that table was already broken, Harvin. You can't charge me for that one.
Just fix
Bonnie,
it, please.
I don't think they liked it when you said you've had headboards more sturdy than their shelves.
Fair, but true.
The truth hurts sometimes. You know what else hurts? Bonnie have an initiative order of 29. Bonnie, you're up. First turn this round.
Bonnie looks at Bryony and she goes, "New partner, got it." And she goes, "I'm gonna go see if his brother wants to dance." So she's gonna step away. And he's already used his reactions, so he cannot take an attack of opportunity. Is that correct?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, he used
Okay.
it for the iron thing.
So she's gonna step away. She's gonna move until she has a clear line of sight on the brother standing at the door. She's gonna look at Tannen with his harpoon stick out. She goes, "Oh, so we're gonna be shooting now." And she pulls out the little lady and takes aim.
Nice.
And let's see. I believe I have an advantage.
You do. Yes. Yes. PH gifted you an advantage.
19.
19 will hit. As you take aim with the little lady, how are you going to go about blasting this yodel?
Well, she just, she pulls it out. Hello, darling. And then just pulls one of the two triggers at him. And that is a total of...
And this one's at the guy with the harpoon, right? Connor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So that is 19 damage.
Okay.
And then we'll take a second shot. And just as a reminder, and one of my favorite features about this is at 7th level, one of the minor upgrades that you can take, or that you get with your with this class archetype, is called Cunning Shot, which the damage dealt by your firearm, including damage dealt via firearm upgrades, ignores all resistances and immunities.
It is amazing.
I think it's a little OP, but I'm not going to question it.
It is fantastic.
Right, so-
It is fantastic, but I don't know. I think martial classes need more love like that, because you have
Oh yeah, I agree.
spells
I
with
agree.
AOE and long distances and stuff. Why not? Why not? I'm down for it.
So that's a 26.
Woof.
For 16 points of damage.
Oh yeah, 26 definitely hit. 16 you said for the second one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So the two, the rather large slugs, as they just come out of there and
20.
little smoke wisping from the barrel.
Woo. Oh yeah, those two shots. The Connor's standing at the doorway, and you can see the large silhouette of the Ironside in the doorway, and you can see the smirk on his face as he's yanking and trying to pull Tannen across the room. Tannen's holding on. He's able to outstrength this thing, at least for now. And you sneak in from the side. You get some distance between you and McGregor. You sneak in through the side and you take aim with Little Lady, and you fire off those 2 rounds. He never sees them coming. You see as the first one staggers him back 3 steps. You can actually feel on the floorboards the thump thump as he's staggering backwards. He spins around, still holding the harpoon at his side. Spins around to see you just in time to catch the second one's center mass. And as he does, you can see that you have left a small crater in the hardened armored torso section of his shell. Not enough to go into the heart, but enough to get through the shell and get through the flesh and down to whatever bone or part of the carapace in there that is left between, protecting his innards from the outside world. And he is. Oh, no. He looks at you very. Nope. No. And he's quite injured as well. They are both very injured.
Tannen, after the telltale sound of Little Lady going off, he's gonna look at Bonnie and throw her a smile, and then say, "If that ain't a sound I love hearing."
It is a beautiful sound. Little Lady can definitely sing with the best of them. Let's see. Who's up next? McGregor. So, Bryony. McGregor has come to his senses, and you guys are dancing. It's a very sweet thing. It's prom time, and I guess that he's going to stick with you because you are the only one closest, although Bonnie did just wreck his brother. Tough decisions.
He also gets advantage on me because I recklessly attacked him.
Yeah, that is true. So I guess maybe it kind of makes sense. Get rid of you and then move on, because you're just so simple to get rid of. We'll just get rid of you. That's his train of thought. So, she big but not big enough.
He is taller than me. I don't meet a lot of people that are taller.
Shoot, I just messed that up. There we go. Yeah, just slightly. And he is going to try, and you can see that he also has a harpoon on his back, but he has not pulled that around yet. That just kind of straps to their shell, and they have like this leather strap release thing that they pull, and it just slides around to the side. But he has not pulled his yet. Wait, what's the damage on that? Let me see. Is it better than a slam? Oh. Okay, never mind. It's the same thing, pretty much. Okay, so he is going to pull the strap down, and because he can use it for melee as well, which is nice. Pull the strap down and take this mini cannon and take the harpoon end of it and try to stab you with it. And that is first. Yeah, with advantage. Yeah. A natural 1 and an 8, so 8 plus 6, 14. Does a 14 hit?
Yep.
Oh, it does? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm unarmored, and I don't have a lot of... I mean, my dexterity's not 4.
Oh, okay. He takes the harpoon out, and as you're just getting into the mix of things, he just thrusts it down at you, and it's right at you. It's point blank. It's not like it's easy to dodge this round harpoon thing. And as he does, 2d6 plus 4. I gotta leave these set out. Why do I keep putting them back over there? Just a bunch of them. 6. Oh, wow. No shit. Double 6. 6, 6, 4, 16. 16 points of piercing damage.
Piercing, so I'll have that.
Half. Yep. I'm gonna leave those. and then this one and this one. As he, let's say he gets a pretty good shot at you, and because you were just pulling back with your sword after your last attack, it kind of rung a little bit, did a little shake as you smacked his shell, and shake weight as you're shake weighting your sword. That's when he sneaks in with the harpoon, stabs you. We'll say right up here by the shoulder, and then pulls it out, and you got blood running down here. But you're raging right now, so you're not really feeling as much of the pain, and the damage is halved. That's his turn. There's no. Is there an no? There's no effect because I can only pull you forward, which you're already there. Okay. Next up we have Tannen. Tannen, you're in the middle of everything, and you have a harpoon in your leg.
So the harpoon is attached to a rope, I'm assuming?
A chain.
Is it a chain? Okay,
Yeah.
That changes things slightly. So Tannen, not the best with pain, so he's gonna look down at the harpoon stuck in his leg and start kind of thinking, or trying to think quickly. He's going to look at the this is Connor, right?
The one who has you harpooned is Connor.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So he is just gonna try and talk it to him to just start with
Listen, friend. We seem to have gotten off on the wrong foot. No pun intended. Now, I'm sure you're as much of a fan of this establishment as I am and the two ladies. Now, what say we all put this behind ourselves and go our separate ways? Or else there might be some consequences.
and I'm gonna roll deception with that just to try and make him believe that if he continues with this route of action, there might be some negative consequences facing him.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead. Roll deception. Nice. Yeah, because we don't have to kill the patrons if we don't want to. It's a pirate city, so you can. Nobody's gonna you're not gonna get arrested, but.
So I got where's it? Yeah, I got a 16 for deception.
Okay. Let me roll an insight. Let me roll an insight of 6. Okay. The one that has you. My brother and I want to mourn in peace, and you're all picking on us.
Warren? Wait,
Yes.
Wait.
Cousin Wendigo died. Mourning.
Tannen puts up both of his hands.
Bonnie? Bryony? I think something's going on here. Warning.
Well, yes, darling. It's a fight.
Yes, we're killing them.
Haven't you seen? Look at how they're dying.
No, ladies. I mean, perhaps we don't need to kill these two.
Oh, well, they're welcome to leave then. Liza, darling, would you be a dear? Pull me a tankard of ale. We should be done here shortly.
Fuck that, ma'am. I'm sorry. Let's rain check.
Customer service is lacking right
There,
here.
yeah, the 3 people. Well, Horvin and the other, the waitress and the busboy, they're all huddled up behind this large horseshoe-shaped bar area, and towards the back of this room, and they have not come out during all this.
If she's back there, she can pull me a tankard of ale.
She seems a bit scared at the moment. She has not come out yet. Because she would have...
No, see, I like that idea. Lads, why don't we just calm down, have a drink, you can explain what's going on.
They
tend to
hurt.
speak for like-
They hurt us. He's like really milling it over.
Not processing, not processing, not
Yeah.
processing. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
The little hourglass is spinning.
Your friends are hurting us. They started it.
Well, I'm sure it's nothing a tankard or ale or two can't cure.
Well, I mean, technically, dears, you did throw the tables first. You were throwing the furniture, almost hit me, almost hit Bryony. You did hit I mean, you started it, technically.
You punched me in the mouth when I was eating.
No,
I look
no, I
at
don't think that
I
was
look
me.
at Bonnie. Did we do that?
I don't know. When she was talking to she was talking to Horvin in the beginning, I just assumed that was her negotiation tactic.
Ah.
She was cracking her
okay,
knuckles.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she actually did. She actually walked over and said, "You need to leave." Pop. Oh, I mean, but we were opening negotiations.
That's how Bonnie asserts her dominance in a position.
Well, it's one way.
Well, you should break stuff, not people. We have feelings.
See, the thing is, friend, you break stuff in here, it brings down the fun. I'm sure you two know what fun is.
Yes,
Well-
breaking stuff is fun.
I mean, he does that. They do have a point with that one. I mean, it is fun.
Not the right time.
I know. I have a great idea, guys. Let's go outside and finish this. What do you say? No weapons. You and me, bare fists. It'll be fun.
Who are you saying that? Which one are you saying that to?
Whichever one was just recently talking.
Okay. Yeah, because Triana's been talking to Connor. The one you just shot twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you put away your shooty thing. I'll put away my shooty thing. We'll go outside. We'll settle this like civilized pirates with our fists. What do you think, darling?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. He happens to be proficient in that. That's a 22.
Holy balls. I'm going to roll for him. He's dumb.
Maybe it has something to do with the studded leather corset armor.
Yes. Yeah, those fabled, very historically accurate pirate armors. Yes, that's, yeah. So the large Ironside at the doorway stops and kind of looks around, mulls it over for a second, and we'll just say for flavor's sake, Tannen, you're talking to him. You had your hands up. Look, we're whatever talking it out, and you seem to be getting through to him, and then you feel yourself yanked forward, and you're hopping on one leg to try to keep from your legs coming out from under you. The Ironside pulls you forward several feet towards him, and looks down at you. And he reaches down, and the head of the harpoon is you'll notice as he reaches around to the back of your leg is actually has it screws off. So he takes it and he wrenches and begins to twist it off so that you are able to more easily get it out of your leg. And he pulls it off. Now you're free. You're no longer chained to the harpoon, though the tip of it still is in your leg, but it's not. You're not being pulled anymore.
Thanks, friend.
No, friend.
Sting.
I want that back. I'm gonna go beat up your friend now.
Wait.
Huh?
Let's make that a bit more interesting. Seeing as this might cost some to heal. Are you a gambling turtle man?
No.
Everyone gambles, friend.
I had a piece of bread this morning. It was pretty good.
Well, I might not be able to offer bread, but let's say my friend over there beats you,
Uh-huh.
you pay me the gold that was taken from you. You beat her, I'll pay off your tab. For a week.
McGregor, what's a tab? The other one's like, it's when you have money. Oh, fuck that. All right. You'll make me a tab for a week if I beat up your friend like I'm going to. Right?
Now, are you gonna keep your word?
Yeah, I don't say too many of them. I keep all of them.
Man, a few words. I can relate. I can relate.
Tannen is going to spit in his hand and offer it to the Ironside.
Then we have a deal.
Grabs you by the wrist and looks at your hand.
No biting.
He just licks Tannen's hand.
Ugh. It's not like bread at all.
No, that was. Forget it. Just go fight it. Go fight.
Okay.
And the Ironside packs away his harpoon as he walks outside the doors of the Brazen Hydra, and out onto the boardwalk. And you three are free to do whatever you want. The other one has stopped engaging you, Bryony. Are you still up for fighting him? How would you like to?
I kind of look back to Bonnie and try to get a clue of what she wants to do, because people were just talking a lot and I was raging, so I wasn't really paying attention to what was happening. But we maybe stopped fighting, so I've got my sword and I'm like,
Bonnie's walked over to Tannen, handed him little lady, pulled out a rather impressive array of various weapons, including a rapier, a scimitar, a couple of daggers. There's still a dagger in her boot, but, you know, fair's fair. And then she's like, just keep an eye on that for me. And for God's sakes, could you get me a tankard of ale, please? And she starts heading outside, following Connor. She's ready to throw down on the street with him.
Throwing down in the street. Okay. So we're officially out of combat. Bryony, you calm down a little bit, and Bonnie, you mostly disarm yourself, and Tannen, you are tending to the tip of the harpoon that is still in your leg. The staff of the Brazen Hydra come out of hiding and are ready to accommodate you, because both of the Ironsides have now exited the building, and this place is trashed. There's a broken chandelier. There's several sconces on the wall that have been fucked up. Half a dozen tables are broken. Probably twice as many chairs. And there was only a few, other than you, there was only like 2 other people that got injured just by flying debris and stuff, but nothing too serious. Nobody was killed. These 2 Ironsides were pretty heavily injured, and they are outside talking amongst themselves, waiting for you guys to come out. Bonnie is getting ready to head out. Is there anything Bryony or Tannen want to do before they follow her out?
I make sure that my tattoo wasn't messed up from that hit I took. Big busty naked mermaid tattoo, and looks okay, so I'm fine. And so I follow Bonnie out.
Oh, okay.
As Bryony walks past Tannen, he's gonna be like,
Lass, wait, help.
and he's gonna point to the harpoon and kind of be like, you mind, like, take this out for me?
I reach down and I pull it. It probably should have been pushed through, but I just pull it out.
Yeah, let's
Bless that strength of yours, lass. I'm gonna need a drink.
and Tannen is gonna stay with Bonnie's weaponry inside the bar and try and get a round of drinks for everyone, including the two Ironsides.
Okay. So Bonnie, what was your is Liza? That was one of your was that one of your muse or your not muse your paramours?
Paramours. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Liza's she's one of the serving wenches there at the Bryson Hydra. The other one probably hasn't finished work yet. He's out on the docks.
Oh, don't worry. We'll
Okay.
we'll see him then.
Okay.
And okay, so Liza begins to now go to work. As much as she, as much as she's fond of Bonnie, the flying tables and stuff and possible death was not really in her wheelhouse. But now that the Ironsides are gone, yeah, she's back to getting everything ready for you guys that you need. Tannen, Liza, a very young, attractive barmaid, comes over immediately and offers to help patch you up. And she takes a dish rag that was just used to clean several dirty dishes, and she ties it around your wound, and she pulls it tight. We gotta cut off the blood flow there. She doesn't quite tourniquet it, but it's surely sterile. But she's tending to you and also running back to get drinks for Bonnie. Bonnie, you are walking out of the entrance of the Brazen Hydra, and you bump into an individual as soon as you walk out through the front door, and an individual about waist high as he bumps off your let's be total PG-13 here. He bumps off of your upper thigh, and you see the small furry head of Rumble looking up at you now with an eye patch. He has an eye patch, and he's like, "Oh, Bonnie, you guys are here. Oh, so glad."
Arr, matey, that looks good on you.
Oh, that's right. I gotta say that. Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Arr, it's good on me. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
so much
yeah.
for our PG-13 rating. Way to go.
Bonnie's like, so
It's true.
you've got the eye patch. You got started on the drinking, which if you want to do that, you can, or you can learn about the fine art of tavern brawling.
Boy, that's a lot. I'm going through some stuff right now. I wasn't able to drink today, but I promise I'll do it tonight.
Okay.
But I have some stuff to take care of. I wanted to check in with everybody. There's two huge turtles right over there. Oh, right behind me, like 5 feet.
Yeah.
They're probably hearing this whole thing.
Yes, I'm about to fight them. We're having a brawl.
Oh. I need to talk to you guys then. Can we talk after you beat up? You do. You're gonna be able to beat them up? They're really big.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She just kind of cracks. She does the flex the fingers thing and shakes it out. She goes, "Shouldn't be a problem." What you can do if you want to while you wait is go practice flirting with the serving wench. That's another part of being a pirate.
But you told me not to go put my nose where it doesn't belong. I got in trouble the last time.
Well, you're not supposed to follow me into the room afterwards. You just sit and flirt.
Oh. All right. We'll learn that one. I need to be drunk again for that. I don't know if
Yep.
I'm really up for it.
But we will get started on that too as soon as I'm done with these two.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Tana's trying to teach me how to cheat people out of everything they own. So I'll probably, while you're beating up those two, yeah, I bet you got this. And I'm going to go talk to Tannen. I'm sure he's in good health. And okay.
Last I saw, yeah. I mean, there wasn't too much blood.
You didn't say anything about the patch. He's like adjusting his eye patch. And, it's piratey.
It is. It is. It looks good on you.
Cool. I know. Okay.
Now,
I'll-
remember that if when you go into a dark room, you have to switch the eye patch because that's how you see in the dark.
What?
Yeah, that's why we wear the eye patches.
You didn't tell me that at the Eye Patch Emporium. What the fuck?
It's
All
a
right.
pirate's secret.
Oh, night vision. Okay. He's walking into the a lot dimmer interior of the Brazen Hydra, and Rumble heads inside and switching his eye patch to the other eye. And look, yeah. Well,
Can I just
Vlad's
say
gonna be a
that
good pirate.
I love the idea of when an adventuring party doesn't quite work out, they become consultants instead and get paid out to like
Yes.
teach other people how to do shit.
yeah, yeah. Resident experts in everything but nothing. Yeah.
Our ship left us here, so I guess we're gonna change our job.
Just
Yeah.
freelance everywhere.
That's yes, freelancing.
Total freelancers. The good news, I mean, well, the good thing with Rumble is that he was abandoned too. So you may be consulting, but you're consulting your own people almost. So which makes it all the worse. You're not actually gaining anything from consulting him.
Well, we're teaching him how to be another pirate, be a pirate, so that he can join us as a pirate. And then there's 4 of us, not 3.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, safety in numbers, and you're not quite sure what his specialty is, but he does say that he has money in Piltover, so there is probably money to be gained by allying yourself with a creature like that.
And that's how Bonnie's been keeping Horvin at bay, is that as soon as they can get a ship and get to Piltover, the tab will be covered. Rumble's got money there.
Ooh, that's true. He will vouch for that. He's and any insight check will let you know that at least he thinks he's got tons of money. Whether he does or he doesn't, I guess that's to be determined. Awesome. Let's take a short 3 to 5 minute break, and yeah, everybody go use the facilities, and we'll be right back. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us, and we will be back in just a couple minutes. If I can adjust the audio levels. There we go. Well, I'll just...
There we go. Okay, we're back. Don't know about y'all, but the modern age tankard is full. I want a barrel, like kind of like that, Jillian. Yeah, or like that, like I want a wooden barrel. It actually looks like a beer or liquor keg. But the ones that I researched all had the reviews. They said they were falling apart. The
Can
outsides.
I plug something?
Sure, go for it. Uh-huh.
My cousin makes pottery, paint pots on Etsy,
Mhm.
and she'll make you one that looks like wood if you want.
Oh, I am down for that.
Yep.
And you know, I'm always down to support our fucking community people. So let us. I'll get with you after the game. We'll make her a link or something.
Custom.
Yes, and I would definitely love to rock one of those. And yeah, awesome. Thank you for letting me know that because I did not know. I didn't.
So it can look like wood, but it's ceramics, so
Yes.
that you can wash it and it won't fall apart.
Well, I want one with this interior. Because this keeps this fucker cold for. I can have a cold beer for fucking 2 hours sitting here, and I pick it up and it still tastes really cold, or it still is really cold. I don't understand the science, but I love it. I just wish the aesthetics were more, I don't know, fantasy oriented, like like that. Love it. Okay, here we go. Plan CT Trumbull to be that's right. Find uses for the little fucker. Who knows? It could be a useful member of the team. Okay, here we are. We're back, and we're following Bonnie. Bonnie has just walked outside the Brazen Hydra. You're on the boardwalk. There's not too many people around. You can see some people down the way doing their own certain things, heading, Pirate City life in the midday. But you have these two large Ironsides, like. One has which one got his arm slashed through? So that would have been McGregor got his arm slashed through. So Connor has like his finger, the first knuckle deep in McGregor's gash in his arm. Oh, does that hurt? Does that hurt? And he's stop it. They're, just being dumb and messing with each other. As they see you approach, they kind of Connor is like, okay. You shot me, so I get to punch you first, right?
Okay, just a moment, darling.
Uh-huh.
One at a time. I only do 2 at a time after hours. So, you and me first, and then me and your brother.
Oh,
He's gotta watch.
Ooh. They both look at each other.
Costs extra too.
Yeah. Fucking voyeurs, man. Every time we fight. They look at each other very confused. You want to fight us both?
Well, I mean, if you just want me to fight one, we can do that. I'll start with you. Let's go.
How do we know when we're done?
One of us is sleeping on the ground.
Ooh. Okay. I wish somebody had like some sleeping poison darts.
Right.
I win. Yeah. I'm telling you, that's gonna happen. That's you know what? I'm thinking about making Runeterra classes or a subclass for each class for Runeterra. Since there's already 3 done, you guys have subclasses, and then do the other 10 classes. Do a subclass for each of them. But one of them will be Teemo. I know you ladies don't know, but Teemo for who would he be? Probably a ranger. Yeah, but he has like poison darts. He has a poison dart blower, and that would be pretty cool. Making poison mushrooms and putting people to sleep and shit. Okay, here we are. So the which one is it? Connor was like, all right, first I call dibs. Well, all right, I get to hit you first, right? Because you shot me. Look at this shit. Look at that.
No, we're good. We're going to flip a coin.
Oh, okay.
Heads, I go first.
Uh-huh.
Tails, you go last.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Intelligence check. I'll give him a chance. Ballsack. 4. All right. So 4. I don't know what it is. It's not very high. Their intelligence is very
Briny
high.
nods. Briny doesn't get it either.
Yeah.
Briny's like, fair.
Okay. So Bryony, have you walked out? You walked out into
Yeah,
this.
I'm behind Bonnie.
Okay. As you walk out the door, you are you pass Rumble, and he waves to you excitedly as he sees you. And let me see their intelligence. +0. So yeah. Nope. Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'll flip it though.
All right, you flip the coin.
Give me a coin.
I reach in and I pull out a copper. Hand it to him.
He looks at it. He looks at the one side. Tricky. He looks at the other. It's a regular coin, right?
It's a regular coin.
All
right.
Okay.
So heads, I go first. Tails, you go last.
Okay. All right. You watching? Yeah, I'm watching. Okay. And he flips the coin and he lets it land on the boardwalk, and both of them like children huddle over it. Like, oh, what's it gonna be? And it comes up tails. They're like, yeah, woo. And he looks at him. He's like, it's tails. Ha 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 ha.
So you go last, and I punch him.
Wait, what? And go ahead and make your attack roll.
Oh yeah, that's a natural 19, so that's going to be a lot. 24.
A lot, yes, indeed. Yeah. So as they're bent over looking at the coin, and they look up, and they're looking excited with a look of dumb joy on their face, their head is now level to you, and you take the time to crack him right along the skull, and go ahead and roll damage.
I rolled it with it, so that's 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
6 points. Okay, and this is Connor because he's the first one.
Yep. And when you hit a creature with an unarmed strike or an improvised weapon on your turn, you can use your bonus action to attempt to grapple the target. So as he's bent down, she clocks him and then just kind of swings herself around, grabs him, and she's going to put him in a sleeper hold.
Ooh, nice. So you reach her. Okay.
Yeah, she's going to try and choke him out, grapple him.
Okay. Are you going to? Would you like to do the?
It's a contested athletics, I think, for grapple.
Okay, you're doing grapple. I wasn't sure. When you said sleeper hold, I wasn't sure if there was something that you wanted to elicit besides the grapple.
No, she just wants to get him in the head.
Okay, Ironback grapple +4. 15, 19.
17, so he slips out of it.
Okay. You reach around, you knock him. He's the little birdies are flying around his head. He's whoa. You grab him around the neck, and all of a sudden it's like instinct kicks in. Like, oh shit, I'm getting my ass kicked. And he stands up straight. And as he does, you try to hold on, but like his height, he just pulls up, and you have to let go, and you drop down. And he's like, oh, you've cheated. And the other one, McGregor, smacks him in the shoulder, punches him in the shoulder. No, she didn't. You go last. And the other brother pushes him towards you, and I guess we'll go with initiative. You went first, so now he'll go.
Yep. She just fell back into a fighting crouch.
Okay, superhero landing. The harpoon is fashioned again on his back, but he's not pulling it around. He's just going to take his fists and try to slam attack you. +6 to 12. Well, yeah, 6 + 6, 12.
That's gonna miss.
He tries to punch you, and you're already in a defensive stance. You're ready for it. You dodge to the side, and you hear the as his not only fist, but like they don't have brass knuckles. They just essentially have what looks to be metal buckles wrapped with a leather strap on their hand, and it smashes down into the boardwalk, and he like pulls his hand up and looks up at you again.
And as he's bent over that fight heavy fist, she's just gonna come up and uppercut the jaw.
Okay, nice.
Bryony kind of walks over to Connor and she's like, sorry about your cousin. I'm pretty sure my whole family's dead. but I don't remember. Sometimes when I look at the ocean, I can see all their faces dead. And I just kind of stare off into the ocean.
The turtle's looking at you a little intently for a second, and then stares off in the ocean, and then looks at your face. What?
That's a 22 to hit for 5 bludgeoning.
Okay, 22 definitely hits, and 5 bludgeoning.
And she's going to attempt the grapple again.
46.
She's like, come here, big boy. Give me a hug.
Okay.
That's a 23.
6. Son of a bitch. 20. So 16. Unnatural. 16 plus 4. So, he starts to pull up again. Same maneuver as before, but you actually pull your lower torso up and start wrapping your legs around his neck and yank and like kind of yank down, and his weight comes tumbling forward. He's not top heavy, but his torso is a lot heavier than his legs, so he's stumbling forward, and you manage to put your legs back down and lock him into place. He is grappled.
Yeah. It's that whole wrestling maneuver where you get him in the cross legs and hold him down.
Figure 4 like lock.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay, so you have him stuck in place, but we'll say that you're standing, so you don't have like advantage against you on attacks or shit. Okay.
And that's her turn.
Okay. You have him locked down. He's, get off me! You're like a fucking flea. Get off me! And I don't have hair. I don't know how that works out, but and he's going to try to start moving, and then he notices that you have a hold of him. I think he's gonna try to shove attack you down to prone. Athletics check.
Okay.
Opposed athletics check for the attack.
Okay.
12.
16.
Okay. See, he tries to take his weight, and like use it to muscle you down and put you down on the ground so that you might still have a hold of him, but he has advantage on attacks against you. And as he does, you just you clinch tighter, and he's like, let go! Fucking let go! Ah!
She's very dexterous. She's very agile. So she just kind of twists and turns, and she's like, I'm giving you a hug. Don't we want to hug this out?
No hugs. We're fighting. Knock it off. We are at the end of that round. We're going to zoom back in. Tannen, Rumble has come in. The Liza has tended to your wounds as best a bar wench can.
Yeah.
And Rumble comes in. Okay. Did you cheat her? Did you cheat her out of everything you... Wait, hold on. Okay, Patch is on the right side. Did you cheat her out of everything she owns? And it's pointing at Liza.
No, but beer?
And I gesture to one of the cups on the, presumably on the table, to offer like Rumble to sit down.
Okay. He hops up on one of the chairs. Ugh. I can't, thank you. I can't drink yet. I need to wait. I need to speak with all of you after Bonnie's done beating up the big guys.
She still hasn't finished? Ugh.
And Tannen is gonna polish off maybe what's left of his first cup. He's still in a little bit of pain from the dull throbbing in his leg. But how long have we been traveling with Rumble at this point?
A little over a week.
All right. As he's drinking, Tannen is gonna kind of side eye Rumble. Real quick, does he look beat up or anything, or maybe some matted fur or something?
Make a medicine or perception check, your choice.
I will do perception. I got a 6.
Oh no.
Okay. He, as far as you could tell, he doesn't look physically hurt.
So around like the mug that Tannen is drinking out of, gonna keep looking at Rumble and then put his cup down and very visibly give him a once over and say,
I like your new outfit.
Yeah, it's. I asked them for pirate, little people pirate, and this is what they gave me. It's got ruffles, but it's okay. You know, for the money I had left, it's cool. It's cool. I feel piratey.
Speaking of coin, we've been traveling together, what, a few days now? And my little group has been making a lot of promises contingent on certain matter of payment. What's it gonna take to get us, and preferably us with you, to Piltover?
I haven't mapped out how far it is from here. Your captain assured me that we would be there in 2 weeks from when he was stabbed in the back, because that's a pirate thing, right? Bryony told me stabbing in the back is how they do it up here. Don't do a whole lot of it down below. She said, I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I'm more of a fan of a gentler approach. I think those plans might have changed.
Yeah, they changed. You fucking kidding me? I lost everything I own, and now I'm spending everything I have on me to do something to try to make myself to get back to Piltover, and yeah, all I have is you guys, and you're fucking pirates. No offense, but you're fucking probably gonna kill me. Just saying.
so while Rumble is talking, Tannen takes out a silver coin, starts passing it through his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you might expect such low tactics from other pirates, but I've been around, and I think you catch far more flies with honey. Now, you say the plans have changed. I know plans have changed. How are you getting back to Piltover?
I'm working on it. We need a ship.
That we do. And a crew? Unless, by some yordle science, you can get the four of us out of here with just one ship.
If you can get us out of here with just one ship, I can make it worth your while. I promised Carver 600 gold pieces to get me to Piltover. Since there's 3 of you, I'll give you 900. Safely to Piltover.
That's a fair amount. 900 for the 3 of us. I might be able to help. Seeing as you're dressed so fancy, but still haven't gotten a concrete idea of how we're gonna get back.
Nobody will talk to me right, man. Look at this shit. This clothes are new. They know. I'm a yordle.
Many yordles.
No, I haven't seen a single one yet.
Alright, here's what I'll do for you. You find a way, maybe pay us 50 gold each. Before we leave. Little promise between friends. I'll talk to my contacts. You lay low. I'll get us to Piltover.
Make a persuasion check,
Yes.
but do not tell me the result.
All right.
Because we're going to zoom out and tend to another situation. Bonnie, it's back to the top of the round. It would be your turn. If it weren't for Bryony, you hear the sound of metals. God, I need to drink some more. Of metal and straps moving. And as you're staring off towards the sea, and you just said this very inspiring phrase to the very dumb-witted McGregor, he's trying to figure out, like, look at what you're looking at, doesn't quite understand what you mean. But he begins to unstrap his harpoon, and you hear the thump of the harpoon hit the boardwalk. And McGregor puts his very, very meaty, I mean, their fingers are like this big, very meaty Ironside hand on your shoulder. It's okay, but I think we should fight to make it better, because they're fucking slow. It points over towards Bonnie and Connor. I don't want to fight her. You don't want to fight her. So you don't have to fight her, you should fight me.
Yeah, anyone that fights her loses, so I don't want to fight her.
Yeah. You want to punch me first? Will that make your ocean friends happy?
I don't use my fists.
What do you use? Don't use a weapon. I'm already fucking hurt. No. He's like holds his arm. No.
As far as I'm concerned, he gave the okay for fighting, so I'll
Okay.
pull the sword.
You pull out your sword. He's like, no, wait, whoa. Let's hug it out instead. You went too far. You went way too far.
The fists don't draw as much blood as the blade, and have you ever noticed how blood smells like the sea?
I don't even know what to roll for that. He's
I love Bridie so much.
very confused. Okay, I get it.
And then her eyes get really black.
McGregor gets very confused and starts sidestepping away from you. And he sidesteps over to Connor, and he pushes Connor into you.
Oh.
We're gonna tag out. You talk to her. I gotta fight, cause fuck that. So now Bonnie, Connor has been pushed away from you and into Bryony. Bryony, the large form of the other Ironside that you weren't talking to, is pushed into you. Bonnie, the one that was McGregor, is putting up his fists and looking down at you. Okay, fight me, so she doesn't talk to me anymore.
I clock him.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
come up again, another uppercut right under the jaw.
It is your turn. You have at it.
All right, let's see what we get here. Oh, that's probably not going to hit. That is I have to do math. 13.
Okay. 13. He has his dukes up and he just like closes them, and you punch his forearms, which is just like punching a stump.
Okay.
You punch it. And
Can I take take my second punch? Throw
absolutely,
another punch?
yeah.
All right. She comes up with the uppercut, misses and whiffs, and comes in with the left jab. That is an 18. No, 16. Sorry.
Okay.
For,
After the second jab, he takes his hand and smacks it away like a trainer, and just no, my brother's dumb. I got you. He sucks. And this one looks
well, I
pretty.
mean, he was he. I think he's a better dance partner than you, though.
Fuck dancing. I like hitting people.
So do I.
And who was that? McGregor? Oh, awesome. Oh wait, it doesn't matter. This is the order we're in. Okay, so he will. You say so do I, and he's going to try to punch you. Yes. Okay. +6. Unnatural 20.
Oh yeah, that hits.
He pulls. He smacks your fist away. You guys have that little exchange, and then he quickly sneaks in a jab and manages to catch you in the forehead with his fist. 2d6 plus 4, 10, 14 points of bludgeoning damage as he punches you in the forehead. That's kind of the ringing sound of the sea and stars are yeah.
Little cartoon sailing ships.
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's it. That's his turn. So let's zoom over to Bryony. Bryony, the other turtle gets pushed onto you. And he says, "I'm sorry. What did he talk about? What am I supposed to do with you?"
We're fighting to the death, and I take a swipe at him with my sword.
Okay, go ahead.
I haven't raged yet, but I'm right on the brink, so not raging, but I'll make a reckless attack.
Okay.
Whatever 14 plus 7 is. Does that hit?
14 plus yes. Yeah, 20, 21? Yes, 21.
Nah.
Okay. So yeah, you catch him completely off guard. He's like, okay, we're supposed to be doing something here. Theater in the park. I don't know what's going on, but something's supposed to happen here. And you're, yeah, sure. You slice up through him. And this is Connor, okay? Well, I don't think he's going to survive this, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Ooh, I rolled a 6 and a 5 on my d6s. So that plus the 4. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay. Yeah.
15 slashing.
It's like, what am I supposed to do? You slice and split open his throat, and it just sprays all over you, all over big-chested Bryony, as blood just covers you. And he's like, no, and he falls over backwards and lays there, like, gasping on the boardwalk for a few seconds before the gargling stops and he dies right there in front of you.
Kind of just whisper, I don't remember, but I don't think drowning is good, so this is better. This is better for you. And I kind of just look down at him.
Okay. Before we go to the top of that round out there, let's zoom back into Tannen. Tannen, what did you roll for your persuasion check?
Unnatural 20.
Ooh, nice. Very nice. Okay. And I'm gonna say that's good enough. Yeah, we're fuck that. I gotta roll for him. So, what was your proposition? Was what?
So Tannen's proposition is basically pay us up front. He said 50 gold each, because to him it seems like Rumble is like maybe a little bit more loaded than he's leading on. And Tannen will use his contacts in Bilgewater to find us a way to Bilgewater.
Okay. Look, Tannen, we should really all talk together. I think that would be the best way to do this. Yeah, let's talk together. Let's. The girls, are they with their friends outside? They're just beating up the locals, right? That's what was happening. Just friendly brawls in the street.
Welcome to Bilgewater.
Bitch. Welcome to Bilgewater. So okay. Are we gonna go? I need to talk to the three of you
alone.
Tannen puts his injured leg like square on the table and is like,
Unless you're paying me to move, I'm staying here. You want to go watch those two lasses beat up some turtles? Feel free. I need another drink.
and then he motions for her name's Eliza.
Liza.
Liza.
Mhm.
For Eliza to come over. Like,
Liza! I'm empty! And I got a painful throbbing in my leg.
Okay.
Definitely.
Ice is very good at handling those, by the way.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. I'm coming. Just shut the fuck up. I'll be there in a minute. Hold on now. And she's back at the bar doing something, prepping something. Hopefully. Rumble hops off his chair and walks over quietly, pats across the floor, and walks over to you and looks up at you, Tannen, and pulls his eye patch up and lets it rest on his forehead. I'm not so sure that makes me see any better at all. Tannen, I don't have any more money. I spent it all, and some people took it and didn't give me what they promised. I'll explain it to you. All of you. I'm sorry I don't have anything to pay you up front, but I do have money. I have money. I'm not rich, but I have lots of money compared to what Carver was paying you. Dear gods. Just gotta trust me. I have money, I just don't have any on me right now because I paid for things to help us. Yeah. To help us.
Us seems like a lot.
Well, what do you mean? Us seems like a lot. Is that like a pirate word or phrase? Fuck does that mean?
No, friend.
I just swore as a yordle. Huh.
Seems to me you had enough gold to...
and Tannen gestures at the new outfit, pirate clothes.
But if you want the true Bilgewater experience, you don't need fancy rags and whatnot. Just find a way to pay us.
I'll pay you, I promise. I'm not... You're gonna get paid. No. You're misunderstanding.
Last man who said that to me sailed away, left us here to rot. What makes you any better?
I don't have a boat.
Plenty of ways a little yordle like yourself could disappear in Bilgewater.
Yeah, in someone's basement. Fucking weirdos. This place is weird. All right. Listen, I'm not gonna debate the fact that you need money to do stuff. I'm starting to get it. I mean, I get it. You guys are pirates. That's what you do. Hooray, right? I'm not gonna pretend that I know what that struggle's like, but I need your help so that I can help you help me. Like, it's not charity, right? So don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to pretend that this is charity. I don't want you to give me something for free, but help me pay you. I don't need your money. I don't want your money. I just want your help.
Tannen kind of, there's a low rumble in his throat as he pulls it over.
Just a couple hours of your time, Tannen.
Ask Bonnie. We'll wait.
And then Tannen takes out a deck of cards and just starts kind of ruffling through them.
Okay. Rumble sees that you pretty much shut down on that situation, and he's fine. Good's big, cute fucking eyes if they don't even work. Son of a bitch. And he starts walking out, walking out of the Brazen Hydra out to the boardwalk where Bonnie is getting ready to. Is it Bonnie's turn? Yes, Bonnie is getting ready to do something. Bonnie, so you hear the huge thud of the dead, choking, gargling Ironside right next to your fight with McGregor. His brother lies there gargling and then dies. You see the horrified look on the surviving Ironside's face as he sees his brother die right before his eyes, right next to him on the boardwalk.
I look at him and I go, I win. He's asleep.
Let's not sleep! As he yells into the sky and looks very pissed off.
I mean, that was, remember, at the beginning of the fight, your brother and I had a deal. First person to fall down to the ground, go to sleep, loses.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear.
Say DC 14.
17.
14. Okay. As you're saying this, you're trying to, put him in his place, console him a little bit. He starts to bend down and look at his brother's body, and he grabs his brother's harpoon that's laying there and just spins around in one motion and throws it at you, Bonnie. And you quickly duck out of the way as the harpoon, the small cannon, flies over your shoulder and we'll say smashes into a seagull that is perched on the boardwalk. Because they're assholes anyway. I don't care what anybody says. And then goes tink 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 down the boardwalk.
You promised us only sea creatures would get hurt in this adventure. You've killed a bird.
It's a sea creature. It is it's an evil from the depths. If you've never seen a seagull in action, they are the evil from the depths. They've just adapted to above the waves. That's all.
Yeah.
All right.
You're rats with wings.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he does that. She's. Oh, see, now that was wrong. We weren't supposed to do that. She pulls out the knife from her boot. Now remember, you started this. And she's going to attack with the dagger.
Okay. After he throws the harpoon, the whole harpoon at you, he doesn't stand and look. He just bends down next to his brother, and he's not holding him, but he's closing his eyes. You come up behind him with the dagger.
No. If he's done that, I mean, because she would have, she would have ducked and instantly, gone for the knife and into a knife fighting crouch, ready to attack. But if she comes up into that crouch and sees him next to his brother like that, she's just gonna get. Right. Okay. Bryony, how you doing?
I'm fine. Shall I kill this one too?
No, we'll let him be. And she's gonna look at him and go, no. Shall we go get a drink? Okay.
My shirt's
and then
all wet. I take off my shirt.
It's a
and I
good
start
look
wringing
on
it
you.
out.
That's a
All the
good
blood.
look on you.
Put it back on.
That is a good look on you. It really is. And then I just kind of put an arm around him, and we walk inside. And as I walk inside, I go, "Is there a cleric in here? Probably use somebody out there. Hurry!"
We said fight, not kill.
Wasn't me.
I don't think I was involved in the rulemaking process.
No, darling, you weren't. It wasn't your fault. But I don't think we're going to be able to clean. I don't think you're going to be able to collect on the bed.
As the two of you walk in, to Horvan's like, son of a bitch, you killed him. That's whatever. As long as your vengeance lies outside the doors, it's fine. They're gone, right?
We only killed half of them.
But they're gone. That's all I care about. They're not in here.
Well, I mean, one of them is gone in a very final sense. The other one is next to him.
All right.
I doubt he'll be coming back in here.
As long as they stay gone, Bonnie, the three of you, free room and board for a week. Drinks
And
are free.
Cleared the tab.
Squints at you a little bit and looks right at you, Bonnie, but is talking to the other two. Drinks are free for Bryony and Tannen for a couple nights. You, madam, have cleared half your tab. You still owe me 40 gold pieces. She had a hell of a tab.
Yeah.
It is math.
You've been working Horvan over
Okay.
for years.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. A 40 gold tab when drinks are like silvers and coppers.
Well, it was 80. It was 80. But it wasn't just the drinks. It was also like food and room and board and Horvan, I need a place to stay for a few days. Can you hook me up? Oh, you owe me money. Yeah, I know, but Horvan, we're good, you and I.
Look, I'm staying in Liza's room. I mean, it's not like it's gonna cost you anything.
He looks over at Liza. We need to talk about that then. All right. Well, there's 4 tables that aren't broken, so go ahead and fucking sit down and have a few drinks. You earned it.
Cool. Can I get something to eat? I'm hungry.
Don't fucking push it. Give me a few minutes. Begrudgingly, walks over to go back towards the kitchen.
I'm just gonna walk out into the doorway before I sit down and call. Which is the surviving one?
Oh, the surviving one was
Yeah.
Connor.
Connor? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I think you should go mourn your brother at the tavern down the road. I don't want to remember you anymore. And I'll roll intimidation.
Okay, nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was savage.
I love this woman so much.
I don't want to remember you anymore.
Yeah.
19.
19. Okay. Even as big as they are, I would give him a negative, just because of the condition he's in. So, he picks up his brother, which is what he was doing anyway. When you came out, he was kind of scooping up, just looking around on where to bring him. And as you tell him to go away, you don't want to remember him anymore. He doesn't want to fuck with you. He doesn't want anything to do with. Yeah, nope. He's good. He's good. So he is going to start to walk down the boardwalk. Where he ends up, only time will tell.
And I go back and I sit down.
And
Okay.
Bonnie, with the first glass of rum, essentially uses her second wind, and it's amazing how invigorating that rum is. She's looking much better now.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's
And she's currently trying to talk Liza into kissing the boo-boos and make them better.
okay. Nice. And Rumble. As you're talking to Liza,
And Bryony, you get back in. Tannen, your wound, you've drank away a lot of the pain over the last few minutes. But the wound's still there. That's okay. It's not. You're all going to have a short rest before anything else happens. So if you'd like to make those adjustments now, you can. But I think where we'll end tonight is Rumble is going to walk back over as the three of you are gathered, and hop up and take a seat, and look at everyone. And sorry I missed all the action. Guys, you're all still alive. That's good.
I think I might have killed somebody. I looked at my shirt. It's all covered in blood.
Yeah, it's all wrung out, but it's still like red. So, well,
Alas, if they fell to your sword, they weren't worth it in the first place.
was that a pirate?
It was a
comment?
beautiful dance.
Was. So I have an issue. Okay, I'm sorry I've been not here all the time since we were stuck here, but I'm not a pirate and I have to think like me, right? And working around problems is what I do. And I'm working around a problem of not having my cargo with me, which is a big problem. So I've been going around town trying to acquire the things I need to fix this problem, which has been going well, you know, for a pirate town, I guess, right? There's a couple things that I have or are acquiring that are posing a problem, and I need these things to finish my work, and so that I can pay all of you for being so kind to me. You've taught me how to drink. You've taught me how to cheat people. I almost had sex with a large person the other day. I chickened out. Look, all right, you know, a little bit at a time here. Bear with me. But you know, you've given. Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. You've given me the confidence to do some things that I normally wouldn't be able to do. And I thank you for that. And I want to pay you. And as I was telling Tannen, if you guys can get me to Piltover without, like, safely, if you can get me to Piltover safely, I'll give each of you 300 gold pieces. I'm running into a problem though. I paid someone down at the docks, Mr. and he pulls out like this little notebook. Mr. Kiln? Yes, Kiln. Tiefling fellow down at the docks. I paid him to get me an item that I need. I gave him the money. He won't give me the item. He laughed at me. Him and his people laughed at me. They threw stuff at me. I'm pretty sure some of it was feces. And I'm just not happy with that. So I need to get that item, and then I have one more that I need to get. And I kind of embarrassed to ask this. He looks around at the three of you. I don't know how to swim. And I need to swim to get it. So I need someone to help swim to get it for me, please.
Okay, so you paid some people to get you something and they didn't.
Uh-huh. It's a Kraken lens, yes.
You paid Kill to get you something.
Yep, Kraken lens. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kraken.
Kraken lens.
My sword is part of a Kraken beak.
Great. If it has an eyeball on it, it could help. But the lens comes from the eyeball of a Kraken. The outside.
So
Of all the
Bonnie's
things you could possibly need from us, a Kraken lens.
No, I paid for it. No, 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 Tana, don't turn me off again. Please don't go back to your games. Don't go to your video games. Please don't turn away. I'm trying to pay attention to you. The
But just switch away.
yeah. Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Bonnie's sitting there with Liza on her lap. She's got an arm around the girl's waist. She's drinking, and with the short rest, she looks fine, ready to go. Right, Kiln. Okay, well, let's go fuck him up.
I don't want him fucked up. I just want you to convince him that it's to give me my stuff. I paid for it. And he won't give it to me. And I think it's because I'm small. And he doesn't-
Right, same difference. You guys ready? I mean, can we eat first? Because I'm kind of hungry. I've worked up an appetite.
As you say, you can eat first. Liza gives you a gentle tap on the shoulder and a kiss on the forehead, and hops off your lap and says, "For you, anything." And she begins to saunter very happily over towards the bar. As she
Bonnie
does,
is watching her go.
yes, hate to see you leave. Watch you
We
go.
know for her. What about the rest of us?
Yeah.
Hannah's kind of like gesturing, like, we want food too.
Yeah. As Liza leaves, and it's like, yeah, whatever. To everyone else, there will assuredly be some food and short rest and some talk, and then we're heading down to what is known in Bilgewater as the slaughter docks. And the slaughter docks is where they people in Bilgewater, these pirates, this pirate city is essentially built on top of different professions, like salvaging sunken ships, and things like killing sea creatures and then bringing them here and pretty much parting them out. You know, getting the meat and the bones. That's probably how Bryony got her sword, for real, is that someone brought in a kraken, or maybe Bryony was a part of a crew that brought in a kraken and took part of it. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's out in the street.
It's cool. That's all we need to know. It's cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. And and they take these parts and they sell them for different reasons. But you're all going to head down to the slaughter docks, and that's where we're going to end today's game, as all of you take some respite and prepare for your small little missions that Rumble has put before you. Completely small, uneventful missions. You just need to go talk to people. That's all you have to do. So next week we will venture. There we go. Venture down to the a few more pints.
Have another beer, Kyle.
Yep, that's great. I gotta go to work in a few hours. This ought to be great. I got a few hours. So venture down to the slaughter docks and meet Mr. Kiln and see what's up. Luckily, Bonnie, I think you might have. Do you have a contact in the slaughter docks or more of the salvage yards? I can't remember where your other. You have another contact. Right?
More the salvage yards.
Okay.
It kind of. I mean, he moves things.
Okay. Awesome. So you might have someone. Yeah, moves things.
Oh, he's very broad of shoulders.
Okay. So I think that we should have some things to investigate into, and that might lead us into some other things, so on and so forth. So let's go around and meet everybody, and in fact we might have an additional cast member next week. We will see, and but let's go around and meet everybody and see what's going on. So Claire, can you introduce yourself? Or can you introduce yourself? Can you tell us who you are, and any closing thoughts on today's first episode of this?
I'm Kat. I am at Clark of Horde, and that's pretty much where you can find me. Although I'm not doing much on Twitter right now, but I am hanging out in different Discord servers. So yeah, that's where you can find me. This is fun. I have been wanting to do something pirates for ages. I've been wanting to do something kind of lighthearted, easygoing, big of brawn and small of brain, and
That's me.
and Bonnie actually. You know, I mean, this is everything that I have needed. This laughter and this fun, and I'm loving this. Thank you so much for this. Just thank you. I from the bottom of my heart, I needed this. Um, Bonnie is just a joy, and she's totally crushing on Briny. And Tannen, I think, has become in Bonnie's mind. He's the person that she relies on. He's kind of the rock that kind of. Otherwise, she'd be all over the place. Um, and I'm loving the way this party is meshing together. We're just yeah, it's great. I love it so much. So thank you, all of you. Ian, always a pleasure to play with you. Jillian, this is the first time I think we've played together, and I love it. I adore Bernie so much. I can't stop saying that. And Kyle, always, you know that. If you want to check out anything else I do, I am GMing a one shot of Still a Noct, which is a horror ghost story, which I did here last month, I think it was. I'm doing that over on Other Docs channel on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you're interested in seeing that, we've got some really, really good people that are going to be playing in that, and I'm looking forward to it. So.
Please post that because I'm off Sunday, and I would like to see. I got to see your style with us, which was awesomely fun, and I'd love to see that again. So please post that in our Discord because I rarely get. There's a lot of things I miss because of work schedule. Either I'm sleeping or I'm working whenever people are running games. Seems to be, but yeah. Post that in, awesome. And like you said, yeah, we do a lot of I mean, I do all of our stuff on Discord. Like Kat, I'm, the Twitter world for any of you or that are blessed/cursed with checking out the TTRPG community in the Twitter world right now. It's on fire. So, yeah, awesome. We'll be in our Discord community. If you're not part of that, come join us in Discord. We're trying to.
Such a great group of people. Oh my God, everybody's just so friendly, and I love it there. Yeah, it's so great.
Yeah, we it's positivity. We're not gonna. There's not a bunch of negativity floating around the community because we don't need it. There's enough negativity everywhere else. So so speaking of spreading positivity, Ian, speaking of spreading positivity, I need to go back and check out some of the stuff you posted in the Discord community to help me with world building, the Goblin stuff, or the website. What was that? Something Goblin?
It's Goblin Punch. I think it's at Blogspot. And so Goblin Punch is part of this kind of community of blogs and game designers from the OSR, the old school roleplay kind of way of approaching D&D. But out of the blogs I'm reading, Goblin Punch right now, his work in just world building and giving you as a DM or as a creator tools and ideas to like develop any of your homebrews or reworking D&D to make it like your system. They've been for me super inspirational, so I will never not sing the praises of that particular blog.
Yeah, I didn't forget. When I'm finally get back to doing more in-depth world building, I'm definitely flicking back to that in the Discord community. Awesome. I should actually pin that too. That you posted that up. Pin that post. But yeah, so tell us anything about yourself and any closing thoughts on today's first adventure.
So I know I'm a broken record at this point, but I don't have a huge social media presence. Part of it's work-related stuff. Other is just right now I'm kind of building back to being someone who creates and puts stuff online. So just a lot of stuff in the oven, nothing really ready to show to the world yet. In terms of like the subclass and the setting, like I said, I love this subclass. I love it in theory, in play, even though we didn't, a lot of it didn't get to shine today. I really still like that mechanic of manipulate dice using your own pool of dice, because it if this whole subclass is based around luck and manipulating fate, that range of a d6 of 1 to 6 that can definitely make or break a skill check, an attack against you. Like, so I felt it. I felt that one when like a 3 or 4 would have avoided my character from getting harpooned in the leg. So
Yes.
I think it brings a lot of it feels like a powerful choice that you have. And I don't think a lot of subclasses give you kind of like that immediate impact, especially at level 3. Uh, Especially if you're a martial class, right? Uh, for the group, uh, Kat, no, I love you. You have been a pleasure to play with anytime that we've done one shots together. So I am super excited for what the campaign has to like bring our ragtag bunch of misfits. Kyle, you were the first steady DM I had up here in where we live, and getting on board to play with your style of DMing again is a treat I've been looking forward to. And then Jillian, Bryony blew me away. I love her. She is, and Bonnie as well. Like, even if it's just the 3 of us and we don't find someone else, I think the 3 of us will have an amazing time playing. It has been a great time.
Absolutely. Yeah. 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 So much looking forward to that, and the rogues. Yeah, like you said with the dice mechanic, rogues getting that. The only one that really comes close is the bard, but they're not a martial class, not a real martial class, and the rogues getting that kind of way to affect things. The chance is very cool. Um, Awesome. Let's finish up with Jillian. Jillian, can you introduce yourself and any closing thoughts on today's adventure?
Yeah, I'm Jillian, Jillian of Midgard, most places on the internet, Jill of Midgard on Twitter. I specialize in D&D, RPG art, gaming enhancement tools. I'm using one of my illustrated character sheets for today. There's Bryony, if you can see her there, that's her. And yeah, so if you go to my Etsy, you can download them as PDFs, and there's pretty cool ones out there, making new ones all the time. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, this is great. I love it. Pirates, yay! And I like the subclass. And again, we didn't really do a long fight, so we couldn't all break out our like special moves and stuff like that. But maybe next time you'll see some very unsettling things from Briny, even more than you saw today.
More unsettling.
More unsettling. I love being big and strong. And if I can add unsettling to that, then it's perfection. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's strength and psychic terror. So we'll see
Nice.
how it goes.
Yeah, that is your quite your motif. That is
Yeah.
that's very cool.
I
So,
might be a method player. Yeah.
yes. But that's okay because it's super reliable and always fun, and you do it so well, you play it so well, and yeah, very much appreciated. Yeah, check out your Etsy, or for everyone out there, check out your Etsy. We also, though I haven't posted it yet, I did officially download. You have a one-shot RPG you've developed yourself that we've run on this channel as a one-shot called the Red Job. Do you want to explain that real quickly, because that is on Etsy now, right?
Yeah, I got it's PDF version on Etsy. Hopefully, when things get back to normal, I'll have the actual physical booklets I can sell again. But yeah, you play as vampire secret agents that are sent on a mission, and it's a one-shot style game, and it's rolled entirely on D6 tables. The GM directs the game by rolling on D6 tables. The players create their characters by rolling on D6 tables, and it's new and fresh every time you play it because it's all randomized, and it's really fun.
Yes.
Great for newbies that are learning how to RPG because it's rules light and RP forward.
It was so super easy to get into, and yeah, the mechanics wise, it was great, and it was great to know that everything wasn't pre-planned ahead of time. You're all rolling for it, and then you're going with that. Very cool.
Yep.
Just
the
wanted
GM
to just
doesn't have to put a ton of work into it.
I just wanted to point that out because I was up, or I haven't uploaded it to the website yet. I'd really like to upload it, maybe get with you and do like a companion YouTube video with it, explain the rules, and then upload our first episode. But I did download it off of Twitch because Twitch tends to like to get rid of stuff. So yeah, look out for that as well if you're into some vampire awesomeness. We have the video on our Twitch right now in the VOD, and it will soon be on YouTube as soon as I figure out exactly how I want to put it on there. So awesome! Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Spread unity, stand together, and let's wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Take care of each other, and we'll see everyone next time. See ya.